Hello and welcome again to Mid-American Gardener. I'm your host and Master Gardener in Training, Tanisha Shade Spain. This week we're gonna answer some of your questions that you've sent in, hopefully take some of your calls, and we've got some great show and tells to show you this evening. So let's go ahead and get started and have our panelists introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about their specialty and what they're into. So Jennifer, we'll start with you.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Nelson. I'm a horticulturalist and I write a blog called Grounded and Growing, and I like all things general horticulture, but houseplants and vegetable gardening is my favorite.
Okay. All right, Kelly.
Hi, my name is Kelly Alsop and I am a horticulture educator based out of Bloomington, but I serve Livingston and Woodford County also. My passion is insects, but I have to say my specialty is integrated pest management, which means I know how to identify them, kill them, or save them if we need to. So integrated pest management is my favorite.
Awesome. Okay, and last but not least,
Jennifer Fishburne, and I'm a horticulture educator with the University of Illinois Extension, serving Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties, so the Springfield area. And I can talk just about anything, but I really prefer vegetables and herbs.
okay, we've got a nice array of experts this evening. All right, so we've got some show and tells to get to tonight. And Jennifer, we'll start with you.
I brought a different sort of terrarium today. These are closed terrariums, so they're sealed up, but they're not in soil. If you can see, they're in kind of like a jello-like substance. This is like what they would use to do what's called tissue culture for propagating plants. And I found these online from a gentleman that is actually doing this out of his house. And so he says that they will stay like this for a year or more. And this is a celosia, the pink one. You might recognize it as an annual we plant outside. And this is actually an orchid, and it's got some flower buds that I'm hoping will bloom soon. And as long as I don't disturb them and take the cork out or the top off of this, they should be fine for, like I said, a year or more. So I'm really excited. Like the plant geek in me is like, oh, these are so cute and so fun. A lot of people have asked me if they're real, and they are definitely real.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is in the substance that will keep them alive? Do you know?
And I don't know all the breakdown, but it would typically be like plant nutrients. There'd be water. There might be some growth regulators, like to cause, like this one is starting to throw some roots out. In a propagating situation, you'll put different plant hormones in that media to cause bits of, say, like leaf tissue to differentiate into shoots and roots. And so that's how a lot of the plants we buy at the nursery centers, that's how they manufacture thousands and millions of plants, is in tissue culture.
Wow, and really cool that he's able to just do this at home as a hobby.
Yeah, it's actually his business now.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Okay, very cool. All right, Kelly, we're moving to you. You've got a show and tell.
So Jennifer, my question is, did you only buy two?
Of course not. Of course not.
You already knew the answer to that, didn't you?
I actually have one like this, an orchid one that he sells that's in an open terrarium, which I thought, well, that's weird. How will they do that? Because this sort of media is like what would be in a petri dish,
Right.
and so it would get, if it got contaminated, it'll just grow like mold and everything under the sun. He has some sort of a sealant over the top, so it's sitting there growing. Yeah. So no, I did not buy just one.
You're going to have to blog about that because that is super interesting.
I will
Very.
be, because he sent me some of his prototypes too. So I've been talking with the guy.
Wow, talk about nerd.
Total, complete plant nerd.
Can we talk?
That's
Can
right.
we be Facebook friends?
Sure, we already are.
Okay. What a great gift idea for that plant nerd. I thought I could show you guys another really cool type of gift. It's a succulent wreath. And it's something that maybe lasts about a year before you're going to either transplant the succulents to something else, and and they'll grow and become wild. But what you do is you go out and you get a wreath form, and these are very cheap in a floral design store or a craft store. And then I have Spanish moss right here. You could use sheet moss, sphagnum moss. Usually you wet it up and you put it on your form like this, and then you take paddle wire. Again, something very cheap and easy. You hook it in the back, and then you start to paddle wire this in. And so you're just gonna grab another handful and put it in. and paddle wire it again. And then you get that thick consistency. So I have my base right here already paddle wired in. And I'm going to put succulent cuttings in this. So we've not wetted up the Spanish moss, so I can put my cuttings in right away, because one thing about succulent cuttings is they would like to callus over. Meaning when you do take the lower leaves off or the end of the cut, it needs to dry before it'll actually start initiate rooting. Most of us, we dry it about 2 or 3 days, sometimes 5, 10 days. If you forget about it, it'll be fine. And then what you do is you start putting this in here. If you can't find a hole, you can make it with a pencil, or you just start burying the ends of the stems in the moss. And they're succulent cuttings. They're going to form roots.
I was just going to ask how and why they can form roots under these conditions.
So what I'm going to do
Because they're
is
succulents.
I have this little pen. Again, it's another floral pen, a floral product, a little pen, where I just pinned them in to keep them in place. And then how I'm going to water them is, as soon as the moss dries out, which is going to be more often than if you had it in soil, of course, I'm going to soak it in a sink. Let it get a bunch of, let it soak all up, get saturated, take it back out. And I'm probably not going to hang it for the first 4 weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks before it actually starts rooting in. And so it's just a really great, even while it's not rooted in, it still is really beautiful. And succulents, they're known for saving all of their water. And, this is like the perfect Christmas present for somebody like Jennifer.
Send me succulent.
Or someone who's hard on plants.
It'd be really pretty on a table while it's rooting
Absolutely.
in with a candle in the middle.
That's what I was going to ask. What should one do while they're waiting for it to root?
Yeah, I think a candle in the middle. And, I think the hardest part would be getting all of the succulents, not for plant people, because we all have a few succulents laying around that we can take some cuttings of, but for a person that doesn't, it could be hard to get a bunch to go around the whole wreath. So you could put bows or tie in ornaments or tie in other types of things with the succulents.
Very nice. That is very cool.
Cute.
And then to water it, you said, I was thinking like you can't just spritz, right? You need to saturate, you need to actually dunk it.
It is, because it is just straight moss and there's no soil, you are going to have to let it soak in a sink of water and really let it soak up and saturate, and then let it dry down between watering. But, this is Spanish moss inside our Illinois homes. What do you guess, guys? Like every 2 days?
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer.
I wouldn't be afraid to let it stay dry for a little period of time, especially succulents in the winter.
Awesome. Very pretty.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, Jennifer, you've got a show and tell as well.
Well, keeping with the gift giving idea, this seems to be the theme this
Yes.
evening. In front of me is what's labeled. If you were to pull out the label and look, it's labeled as a Christmas cactus. But as another one of the 3 plant nerds sitting at the table, we will tell you that this is actually a Thanksgiving cactus. Simply the difference being that in the marketing, they're marketing this to be sold as a Christmas type, but Thanksgiving actually have a pointed edge to the leaf here. So what are you going to look for when you go to buy this at a garden center or possibly even the grocery store? You're like, what would you want to know about this? What I would look for are these really tight buds. So we can tell this is probably going to be pink. But we don't want the flowers to be open when we purchase it usually. And that is so that we can get more enjoyment of it at home. If it's fully in bloom at the store, you're going to miss out on some good bloom time. So when we get this, transport this home, it typically comes with a plant sleeve, or make sure you have some type of a bag around it. Particularly right now, it's very cold out and you really don't want these to be much below that freezing point. But once you get that home, you want to remove that plastic sleeve, and you may also want to remove the decorative foil that's around it. If you don't, when you go to water this plant, let it sit for maybe about 10 minutes after you water it, and then take the foil wrap off and drain off the extra water. You don't want the water sitting in the bottom of that foil where it's going to perch up into the water here and cause root rot of the plant. Gotcha. So what you want to do is during the day, keep this in a sunny location, not too close to, not up against a window, but then during the day, if you can find a place where it's cooler at night, you'll have longer season of bloom. If you keep the blooms cool. And these come in many different colors, but it just makes a nice gift plant, or also a nice plant for yourself to treat yourself for on your Thanksgiving table.
There you go. Are they reasonably easy to care for?
They are reasonably easy to care for. I have one in my office, and I don't think I've done anything to it except for remember to water it occasionally. These tend to like to dry out just a little bit in between waterings. You don't want to overwater them. So keep that in mind, which is nice for some of us. And the leaves are a thick leaf, which are a little bit more forgiving if you do forget to water it. But when it's in bloom, you do want to keep it somewhat moist to keep those from dropping those flower buds on the plant.
Okay. Well, I'm being told that we have a ton of people who want to talk to you ladies. Okay. So we're going to skip to the phones and then come back for more show and tell. Okay. So we've got Jane in Hoopston. She has a question about old pear trees. Jane, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, go ahead.
Oh, my question is how I should go about trying to save these trees by propagating the seeds. I mean, I saved seeds from some of the pears, and now I don't know what to do.
Well, ladies.
Well, I'll start off. I really wouldn't recommend trying to propagate from seeds. If it's a pear you dearly desire to have, you could try grafting that. But if it's an older variety, you could consider purchasing a new one. You can get those in the spring. You can get particularly mail order. There's some really good mail order companies that sell fruit trees that have some really nice newer stock, and she get a new one. But trying them from seed, you're not probably going to be as happy with the results.
You won't get the same pear that what you're harvesting in your yard. You will not get the same pear again from the seed. It won't what they call grow true.
Interesting.
I back her up completely and say go out and buy a new cultivar with disease resistance, sweeter pears, stays lower in stature, and we're in the industry, the horticulture industry. We're constantly coming up with new cultivars better than the year before. So,
all right,
I would not.
All right,
save the old ones.
Grab a new one. All right, we're going to go to Kathy on line 4 in Champaign with a question about ferns. Kathy, are you there?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Well, we were going to do it. Yeah. Just, no, but I'm so
Kathy, are you there?
Okay.
Hi, is this Kathy?
Hi. Sorry. Okay. Hi, it's
Hi.
Kathy. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Somebody called in the meantime. I do apologize. My question is about ferns that I put out and herbs that I put out.
Okay.
And I did that, probably about 3 weeks ago. I transplanted them from pots into the ground, and then I covered them with bedspread. And so they've been under that. I've taken it off when it's been warm. But now, they're still under the bedspread, and I was wondering, I'll put leaves all over them, but should I take the bedspread off?
Can you be more specific about what you put outside? Are we talking about the ferns or are we talking about herbs?
We're talking about the ferns, and I also put thyme under there.
But
Okay.
they're perennial. They're perennial ones that are meant to overwinter outside.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah, you don't need to keep the bedspread on them.
So you may, 3 weeks and it snows, you might not have planted them early enough to get as much root growth as you want for
Right.
them to withstand the winter. With that being said, they still may withstand the winter. But yeah, I would not put bedspread over them either.
No.
I would mulch them
Yeah.
if I were you.
Mulch them really well.
About 4 inches deep of a shredded bark mulch around those plants would be fine. And as Kelly said, it's really just going to depend on what kind of a winter we have, whether we have a lot of temperature fluctuations of freezing to thawing as to whether or not they're going to overwinter. But for viewers in the future, if you do get plants towards the end of the season, you do want to get those in probably more like September or so, so that they can develop good root systems going into the winter time.
Okay, we're going to Dan in Effingham with a question about cutting back burning bush. Dan, are you there?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, I got a burning bush, or several of them, in fact. They're about 8 foot tall. And at about 7 foot high, there's a big cluster there, like a notch, and that's where all the little branches shoot off every spring. And I cut it back there every fall at that same location. Now, can I cut it down to about 5 foot tall? And what would happen if I cut it back to 5 foot, even 4 foot? What would happen? And would it green out next spring and look good or not?
One thing that I do want to mention is horticulturists, we don't love burning bush. And I know it's a great landscape plant for you and it's beautiful fall color, but this is not a plant that is nice to the Illinois native areas. Because what it does is the seeds escape through birds, and then we have burning bush all throughout our forest. So I'll give you two options. One, I'd love for you to take the burning bush out, go get a viburnum or a hydrangea. These are native and they have just as beautiful fall color as a burning bush. The second option is I would wait till spring to cut back the burning bush, and you could pretty much cut it to an inch of its life and it will come back.
Yeah, they'll come back very nicely. I would just try to avoid what we call kind of like tapping, where you're doing a flush hedge cut over it, unless that's the look that you desire. They'll look a bit nicer in the landscape if you can cut those back to a main branch, so that it still keeps that nice form to it. But cutting this plant back will not hurt it. Whether or not it will remove what we think is probably a witch's broom, I'm not sure. But cutting the plant back will not hurt it in any way.
Okay, we're going to Sarah in Decatur with a question about sweet potatoes. Sarah, go ahead.
Hi. We grow sweet potatoes every year, and I was wondering if in the sweet potatoes in your garden, do you cut the vines back or do you let them grow? Which is better to make the potatoes grow better?
Repeat that again.
Do you cut the vines back when you're growing sweet potatoes? No.
Like
I've
melons.
never heard anybody.
No.
I've never heard of anybody cutting the vines back.
Sweet potatoes are a late, was something you'd plant late into the garden. They're usually planted towards the end of May is when you're going to do that. It's kind of detrimental. It depends on when you're trimming it back, but I can tell you if you don't cover them in most areas, like with a poultry netting, the rabbits will do a very good pruning job for you, and they'll take care of that. But if you can cover them, but you definitely want them to be able to put on a lot of foliage, because that's how they're getting their photosynthesizing and their energy to put into that good root production. Just make sure, it's late for this year to mention this, but make sure you harvest those before they frost.
Okay, we're going to go to Dusty and Downs with a question about transplanted trees.
Specifically oak.
Dusty, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, go ahead with your question.
Okay. Transplanted 2 fairly large oak trees with a tree spade. And since they've been transplanted about a year ago, one of them 2 years ago, the leaf production has been very sparse. And on one of them, we're even getting some dead branches. Would it help to guarantee their living if we provided any kind of fertilizer for those, like tree spikes or just a commercial fertilizer? And when should it be applied?
Well, can I can I ask, have you been watering? How's your watering schedule been?
We watered them very substantially when they were transplanted.
And since then, how long did you keep up with the watering?
Until last fall. And
Okay.
we did not water. I watered them only once this summer. We had a dry spell, and I watered them once since then.
Okay.
That was all.
The rule of thumb on transplanted trees: take the diameter of the trunk. So, say you have a 2-inch trunk, plus 1. You'll have to water that tree for 3 years. The number of inches plus 1 is how many years of supplemental watering, not just in a dry spell, but regular watering, because it takes a long time for those roots to regenerate. Now, you could help it right now. It sounds like it's struggling, and do some tree spikes in the fall. So the roots are going to keep growing until the ground freezes, which shouldn't be until about January or so. So I would go ahead and do some of those tree spikes, and it'll say on the package how many to put down, depending on the size of the tree. And if you can water it this fall still, I would make sure you get some water on it.
And if you haven't already, make sure that you have mulched that area, probably a couple of feet out. Make a good, nice circle. Mulch that about 4 inches deep with an organic type mulch, and that will help hold some of that moisture in. And with any of your plant material, this year we've been very lucky. We've got good moisture going into fall. But if it's a fall where it's very dry, it's very, very, very important that you keep watering that plant.
Okay.
This year's not so bad in most places. So.
All right, last call. We'll have to be quick on this one. Jean in Athens has a question about oak leaves falling. Jean, are you there?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Your new set, by the way.
Thank you.
We noticed the oak leaves are really falling profusely this fall, much earlier than usual. What's going on?
Has it been windy?
It's kind of strange weather. I have some trees and shrubs in my yard at home that never actually lost their leaves yet, and here we have like 4 inches of snow. So I don't think that weather always checks in with the landscaping.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And the oaks, they are usually the ones that keep onto their leaves the longest, right? And so, they're going to form that layer that causes the leaf to leave the tree much later. So it might just be accumulation of temperature or moisture might have something to do with it, but that is a guess, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys.
Yeah.
That is not I don't know for sure.
We're blaming it on the weather.
Yeah. It's usually environmental.
Okay. So we've got like 2 minutes left, and we didn't get to round 2. So who wants to talk really quickly about their other thing?
I can talk really quickly on my other cool plant geek thing.
Okay.
This is called a baseball plant, and it's a Euphorbia obesa. But I just thought, I've never seen anything like it. It's totally round and totally smooth, and this would be a succulent. And so totally low key, low maintenance. If you forget to water it, it's all right. So forgetful people, check this out.
Okay. And do you want to talk about
Sure,
the
I'll talk about the
paper
paper white really quick. So this is a paper white. It's a type of a daffodil bulb. They don't overwinter here, but this is a forced one. So what you'll see here in probably a couple days, a week or so, is it'll put off some really pretty white blooms. Keep this in a cool location. If you don't want it to force a lot of foliage and get really tall and leggy, put about a tablespoon of rubbing alcohol in with the water, and that'll help it keep it a little bit more stunted growth.
And you guys said you can find these just about anywhere, right?
You can find those just about anywhere and make a nice little centerpiece on your table.
Awesome. Okay, Kelly, you had another big thing.
Okay, yeah. Can
you do like the
show
best
one of my
30
plants?
seconds of your life?
Yes, this is one of my favorite succulent plants.
It's furry.
It's because it's furry, which actually helps it in the sun. It helps deflect the sun rays and keeps it from drying out quite as much. And it's called the panda plant. And so if I were to give this to one of the Jennifers, they would be really happy with this as a Christmas present.
Very nice. We had a theme this evening, almost. Awesome. Okay, real quick podcast plug. Dyke Barkley, you'll probably remember him from being on the show often. He was Victoria's guest on the podcast this week, and they talked about everything ornamental grasses. So find that podcast wherever you podcast, Stitcher, NPR, listen on Apple Podcasts. And again, Victoria Shepard on our team has been doing those podcasts, and tonight is her last evening with us. So I wanted to say thanks to Victoria for everything, and good luck in old San Fran. And she brought us all cupcakes too, so chocolate cupcakes were had before the show. So best of luck to Victoria on all her future endeavors.
Bye, Victoria.
Thank
you. Miss you.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming and for all of your cool demonstrations. And thank you for watching and for all of your calls. Continue that, and we will see you next time on Mid-American Gardener. Good night.